This man gives a perfect example of how some black history is just a complete lie.
This movie was the epitome of how black history is a lie used to demoralize black youth. In the movie, 3 black women endure racism at NASA even though they're doing the best work there, which of course leads to emotional outbursts from the thick, sassy black women. But when you research what actually happened to Katherine Johnson, she says that everyone was so focused on the mission that nobody cared about race. She also says that the bathrooms were not racially segregated, so the movie scene about that, the racist characters, and even the coffee pot that no one else wants to touch were all fake. The movie portraying NASA as racist was yet another way to encourage black people to view themselves as victims who will only gain respect by lashing out with emotion. Kind of like how we were told that Rosa Parks was just fed up when really she was meticulously calculated and planned her rebellion to make a statement. The portrayal of black women as chronic victims who are only heard when they yell is significantly more racist than the truth, which in this case was that an exceptional scientist was successful and respected for her professionalism, but just so happened to be a black woman.
And I work like a dog day and night, living off a coffee from a pot none of you want to touch.
See, this is true revisionist history. Why twist and fabricate this story? Why lie about this? Oh yeah, it's the same reason why we're 200 years away from slavery, but yet and still, there are movies based on slavery that come out every single year like clockwork. It's because generation after generation, they have to continue to remind people of racism and prejudice so they can perpetuate racism and prejudice.
I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism?
Stop talking about it.
This makes perfect sense when you realize there's a certain political party who is literally built on slavery, oppression of black people, and segregation. It's the only way they know how to operate. It's the only way they know how to remain and to stay in power. So they constantly sow these ideas that create racial tension and promote separation. And that is the Democratic Party, my friend. The party that was created to preserve and spread slavery. The party that fought in a civil war as the Confederacy to keep slavery going. The party that tried to block the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. The party that founded and created the political terror group, the KKK. The party that destroyed the black economies and cities built, known as the Black Wall Streets in the South. The party that voted against the 1957, 1960, and 1964 Civil Rights Acts. All these people have ever known is to oppress black people and to use black people. And now ever since we've realigned from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party, now the racists themselves are calling everything else and everybody else racist. And they have to keep racism and prejudice alive because it's the only way they know how to operate. And black Americans aligning with them was the worst political mistake we have ever made. Because ever since then, we've been on a constant decline downward. I talk about this in so much more detail and many other things in my best-selling book, How the Democrats Won the Blacks from Physical to Mental Slavery. This book reveals the true origins of both political parties and tells the real events that took place that caused black Americans to realign from the Republican Party to the Democratic Party, all backed up by historical documentation and government reports. If you want the true history that was not taught to you in school, my book is available for order on Amazon. You can find the link in my bio or just simply comment the word book and I'll send the link right to your DM.